Hey everyone, this is a super fast wee video I want to make just to let you know about this whole line of knives actually that Benchmade do called the Bone Collector line that is actually sadly leaving us. They've replaced it with their own Hunt line, but I will do a proper review on both of these knives here in the future, hopefully at some point, and it will actually apply because these two designs are still in the Hunt line. But the Bone Collector line is a hunting knife line basically. This is their model number for this one. It's a 15015, I believe. Yeah, and it says it on the back here. If it focus, there we go. And as you can see there, it's in D2 and made in America, especially if that's something that's important to you. But all the Bone Collectors are D2, even this one here, which is model number 15005, again made in the US. They're both lovely knives. These models actually come, you can get it in a wood handled variation, which I've got here, or a G10 or Micarta variation. Well, I'll go with the Skinner one. This one actually is billed as a skinning knife. It's a rather small wee blade. I've used it all day today actually as my EDC knife. It's really nice. I've actually done some cutting with it. I was doing some like bushcraft type cutting tasks with my wee brother. I was showing him some wee techniques and all, which was kind of fun. But it worked out really well. It's a tough wee knife actually. It's a wee beast. It's stumpy and fat, but you're getting I believe, yeah, you're getting a little over 2.5 inches of a blade there. Like it is a small knife there. You can see it in my hand. There isn't much there, but there's plenty in the way of holes that you could do. There's wee grooves here at the sides, so you could just have it like this. Those are wee cuts, and then of course it gives you rather nice jimping up here on the spine of the blade. If it'll focus for me. She's not playing ball, but take my word for it, there is jimping up here on the spine, which allows you to do those really nice smooth cuts. Now, along the whole spine of the knife, there is some texturing, which doesn't provide much in the way of grip, but it lets you know where you actually are in the knife, which is nice. There, you get the Bone Collector motif in the handle. Laser engraved, I believe it is. Laser engraved? Is engraved the right word for that? I don't know. Don't think so. But it's lasered in. This one is Cocobolo, which is beautiful. It actually is it's coming through a bit more orange in the camera here. To me, here it's more of a rosewood type tone in real life. I could say real life because, hey, I'm here. Yeah. The blade, as I said before, is D2. And it's in Benchmade satin, but if you've ever been able to experience any of Benchmade stuff, their satin really isn't satin. It's actually a very light stonewash, which I love. It's beautiful. It actually masks scratching and all really quite well. There you can see nice Bone Collector branding on it, and then there's Benchmade's here in the back. But that's their wee Skinner variation, which I love. It's rather comfortable. Not even a review, it's more of an overview, but the shoulders of the knife is a wee bit sharp for me, personally. I might actually just take a wee bit of sandpaper and just round that off a little, but as a skinning knife, I haven't done any of that yet with this blade, but I'd say it'll work great. You get plenty of control, and it came unbelievably sharp, like shaving sharp out of the box. But for utility tasks, it works great as it is, and even as like a wee neck knife nearly, for around camp even, that'd be great. Now, this more elongated knife, I can't remember off the top of my head what they actually are naming this one. If they actually have a name of it, you can actually get this one. Actually, no, I'm saying actually a lot. I do apologise. But anyway, well, it's still a hunting knife in my eyes. It's a little over 4 inches, I believe. You get beautiful walnut handles. Well, that's the one I went for anyway. Or you could have G10, Yeah, green and black G10, which would be beautiful. They just didn't have that one in stock whenever I was getting it, and I was wanting something a bit more traditional looking. But again, you're getting a beautifully sculpted knife. That same texturing on the full tang blade. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but that one, the wee skinner, is full tang also. But you're getting this texturing the whole way around. It's like a gear pattern, but it's really nice in hand. This one's more contoured, or whatever. It's rounded nicer, and it fits really nicely in my hand. With this one, you don't get any jimping up at the top of the blade, but I find that you do get really nice control, and you could still hold in very well, because again, they do provide you with those wee side notches. I don't think the camera's show, well, it'll show it alright. See where it grooves in? It does that on both sides, and it lets you hook in a wee bit more and get to work. On both knives, it's got a lovely finger troil here. It doesn't come up more, but it lets you really lock into the knife, and if you need to do more of a piercing cut, you won't egress forward onto the blade. Again, with this one, you're getting that satin finished Benchmade / stonewash that they offer. It's beautiful. It's one of my favourite finishes at the moment. And you're getting nice flats if you use like a consistent angled sharpener, and then it's a flat grind again. It's the exact same as the skinner here. Me personally, I don't use that type of sharpening system, but I haven't even got to sharpen these yet. They came perfectly sharp out of the box. But yeah, because these are going out of they're being discontinued, I wanted to give you a heads up, just so that you could try and score them before they all went away, and need to pay even more for Benchmade's Hunt line. The difference between the Benchmade Hunt and the BoneCollector's is you're not getting D2 like you are with these two knives and their whole BoneCollector line. You're actually getting S30V, CPM S30V to be more precise. Yes, that's going to be a more expensive steel anyway, because it's higher end steel. You're getting more stainless qualities. This, of course, isn't a proper full stainless steel knife. It's more of a tool steel. But this is my first experience with D2, so I'm interested to see what will happen with that. But basically, it's the exact same knife on offer at the moment. Now, I'll quickly show you the sheaths that you get. This one is what comes with the skinning knife. It's a simple wee belt loop, lovely leather, rather firm leather, not all that supple, but it's really good quality. It's really well manufactured. Sorry, I keep bouncing in and out of focus here. Nice rivets. There's no plastic insert. That's something I would have liked myself, but for what it is, I find it's adequate. One wee thing I will mention about the sheath is also, you see that the middle wedge type, like the middle spacer, it comes forward a little too much into the hole for the knife to go into. I find the blade cutting it a little as I take it in and out of the sheath, so that might just be something to take a note of. But yeah, it's a beautifully made and great quality sheath. You can just feels brilliant, and again you get that BoneCollector motif embossed into it. Embossed, is that the right? I think that's the right term. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But you get that motif and logo and all into the leather, which I think is lovely. Now that's for the skinner. That is for that little boyo there. And then for the more hunting knife, you actually get, now they're both like drop down knife sheaths, but this one is more along this sort of format. Oh, bird. Sorry, I got distracted. A bird flew overhead. You get quite a nice belt loop just to hang down. Again, really nice leather, more of a tanned colour than a chocolate brown type tanned. No, I'm using all the wrong words here, I'm sorry. But yeah, this is more of a tan. That's more of a chocolate brown. Sorry again, not too well. But yep, you got a good snap. There, if I can just. It's good and positive, so it is. And again, very good quality sheath. Again, and you get a nice spacer here. It's good and hard and firm. And a wee drainage holder, if you can call it that. But remember, it's leather; it will absorb. But I'll just show you as this one. I'm trying to do it one-handed here. This one just sort of slides in nicely, but you do need this the snap to retain it, because without the snap it will simply fall right out. So yeah, but they're both beautiful knives. Overall length of these, and I didn't actually touch on. The overall length of the hunting knife is 8 inches, or a hair over 8 inches, and the wee skinning knife is a little over 6 inches overall. But as you can see, they're not big knives. Great wee this one especially is a great wee fixed blade EDC knife, and this one is oh, excuse me, sorry. It's like 2 videos in a row of burped on camera. Oh, sorry. But this one, what did it tell you what the length, isn't it? Yeah, I'll say it again. It's a little over 8 inches. But this would be a great wee camp knife especially as well. I've done a wee bit of splitting, a very small amount of splitting with a wee skinner for like kindling type things, and it went through it brilliantly. So take that whatever way you want, but I really like the knives. I'm considering actually getting one of these for my dad for Christmas this year. So, because he'd like this sort of form factor of a knife, I think. He's not much into the whole modern tactical type knives. He's more traditional in that sense. But yeah, they're in around £80. I'll put an annotation where you can get it. Well, I'll just tell you actually. At the moment, you can get it at mindyourfingers.co.uk. I've had past experience with them. They're great guys, always willing to help. Helped me a lot with my mini griptilian, with warranty and all that. So yeah, they're really good guys. So go check them out and let them know I sent you. Maybe I could work something out for you in the future. But yeah, if you want to score it, go jump on it, because it'll not be around much longer. I don't think they'll be getting the G10 variation in on this knife, because Benchmade just aren't making it anymore. But you get good traction on the handle, the way it's textured, this rib pattern here, and the camera's not picking it up, but there's more like natural ribbing, if that's a good way to mention it, on the handle. But it's adequate, it's comfy, it's just really naturally nice. And if you're more along the lines of a bushcrafter, I'd say this would be pretty handy as well. I'd say you could find pretty good uses for it. But I'm not a bushcrafter, I don't know that sort of stuff. I've never paid much attention to those sort of skills, because, well, I'm just not good enough at the basics yet before I get stuck into that sort of stuff. But anyway, yeah, go check them out. Mindyourfingers.co.uk. They're good guys. Heine Haynes might have the Bone Collector line. I didn't check actually before I started recording, but they might have them, but they'll probably not have them for much longer. But I'll put an annotation in the page where you can get the stuff, and if Heine do have it, I'll throw in their thing as well. But yeah, in around the £80 mark. They're a bit pricey, but Benchmade are, but they're super high quality blades. So yeah, thanks for watching, be safe, God bless, and I'll see you later. Bye bye. I told you, not well. See ya.